everyone, today I'm going to talk about a couple things, including what's behind me is my new garden. I like to call it the farm, even though obviously you should see my property. It's like a small backyard and I don't have enough for that, but yeah, I'm growing some things and I'm going to show you that and my kids' ones too. And then I'm going to show you a baby quilt that I am going to start basically from my scraps of another quilt. And I'm going to find a pattern. So if you want to dive into quilting, this is one of the easiest patterns that you could see, like one of the easiest block patterns. And then I have, you can hear my oven on maybe. I have some bread proofing and I have a bunch of strawberries Wes brought home from groceries and blueberries, and I'm just going to do some more baking. The baking has been really nice for me about some of these tired days. So Augie has been waking up for some reason at like 3 or 4 for hours, like for the day. He does go back down eventually, but I've been having some really tired mornings and the baking has saved me so much. So I'm going to do those blueberry muffins again, but then I'm going to do a batch of strawberry ones and have my kids test them out and see if that's something that they also like. So the first thing I'm going to show you is this operation. So Wes bought me this shelf from Costco. And then he got me those like starter seeds. So he got me these, which were just from Walmart. I'm pretty sure you can get them from Walmart or Home Depot, any of those places. And there's 2 different sizes. So I have one for tomatoes. They both say tomatoes. But I have one for tomatoes because they can get so big. And then these ones are just for everything else. I'm starting vegetables right now. And then I'm going to do cut flowers. So I'm going to have 2 flower beds. Raised flower beds in the back here, and then I have a garden at the cottage. So I've never had a garden before, so I'm going full on into this, and I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. My kids have been having so much fun doing this. Like Wes got them seeds from Dollarama, and they're working. Like everything's growing. I'll show you what they're doing underneath, but it's really nice because this took me hours to do, just like these 3 trays, and it was like 6 o'clock one night and Wes was building the shelf and there was so much going on and the kids did their own ones. I'm so glad they did because I just wanted to, I don't know, like when you have little fingers in things, sometimes everything can take a little bit longer. So I just wanted to do mine, and then they did theirs and they were so happy and things were growing, and it's just been a really fun, semi-chaotic project. All right, so right now I have my tomatoes planted, which are a little bit early, but that's my main thing is I really just want a tomato. I want a tomato and a really nice flower by the end of all of this, and yeah, those are my goals. So I have this tray full of peppers. I got a pepper pack, and I'll find it for you. So this is my pepper pack. I did Hungarian yellow sweet banana, early colander, sweet cubanelle, and pimento. And then I did cherry tomatoes and Bonnie Best improved. So I only did half of my tomatoes. I have a lot more tomatoes to go. I was listening to some vlogs, and I did strawberries, sorry. I was listening to some gardening videos, YouTube videos, and they were saying that strawberries are a good thing to start right now, and peppers, that we could hold off on tomatoes, and I think that's because they can get unruly. But I'm too impatient, so that's what I started. I still have marigolds to plant, zinnias. These are all from OSC Seeds, which is in Waterloo, Ontario. They're just a local company. Zinnias, cosmos, alyssum, snapdragon, rosemella barrage. My plan is to have 2 beds in the back, and one is vegetables and one is cut flowers, and then I have a garden at the cottage, and then I have a weird middle area in my backyard that can have flowers, so I'm going to do annuals in there, and then in the front I'm going to do perennials, so something that will, and maybe an annual every year just to spice things up. But I've been doing a lot of research. I got Erin's cut flower book. She does Florette. If you've never heard of her, she has a flower farm in Washington, and she has 2 seasons on Discovery, like a show just surrounding her farm, and it's beautiful. Highly recommend. She's so smart. She sells, I think dahlias is one of her main things that she sells, but just like, it's incredible. The flowers are gorgeous. Very beautiful book. And then I went to the library, and I found some like local magazines, which is really helpful. Actually, I have to bring this back. They're like, hello, this is overdue. But it's very, very helpful. I have this article about growing, hardening off seedlings and starting seeds. So there's a lot of really good information at the library, and then just like other ones that like how a garden looks. So I've been doing a lot of research and planning my own. I got a really cute notebook here. So if this is something you're interested in doing, if you've never done it before like me, it's a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, my kids are excited about it. We are in the thick of winter. I'll show you what my backyard looks like right now. And it is so much snow, and apparently we're gonna get more. And this is something that's helping us beat the February blues. We're not going away during March break in a couple weeks like we usually do to something warmer. Not usually, but we did it last year and it was really nice. We went to Florida. This year we're staying put, and so having something growing and exciting to look forward to every day has been really fun. As I said, I was up really early with Augie, so I went to bed, and I'm usually up with the kids in the morning. But today I was like, Wes, can you just get up with Kit? I can hear him coming down the stairs. And Wes came out and he couldn't find Kit. And because Kit was just here in the corner, because he was with his little plants, just checking on them on his zinnias, and it's so sweet. So he's having a lot of fun with that. And it's so fun for them to have some success. So I'll show you, yes, the garden, and then we will go and do some quilting. All right, Augie is up from his nap and in his activity center for as long as possible. He doesn't like this anymore because he can crawl now, so it's very exciting. But he can't crawl around in here. And if you have a sewing room, you'll understand that there's thread everywhere, possibly pins, like everything gets dropped. So I'm actually moving the playpen down here, and then we're fencing in our living room as his playroom. So we'll see how long this lasts, right? Yeah. And then my bread is on a second proofing, so I have a lot going on right now, but all fun stuff. So as you can see behind me, these are the 2 quilts that I'm doing. This is the one that I started a couple weeks ago. I really love this diamond in the square block. So these are all separate here, and then I just started putting them in their own block, and then I will do the rows slowly. But it's gonna be a smaller quilt than I wanted. I didn't have enough fabric of everything. I wanted to make the exact same blocks, like the exact same fabric combo. Otherwise it just doesn't work well together. I'll have things that like double up, and I didn't really want that look, so I might add a border. You'll see that I'm playing with some stuff. If you have an idea or have a suggestion, I would love to hear it, because I don't really know what to do with this one. But in the meantime, these were my scraps in this one. So these are the ones that I didn't have enough fabric to making a whole nother row, and so I decided I have all of these squares still, and I'm going to make a toddler quilt. And I think I'm going to do one for my friend who her baby is turning 2 in July. And then I discovered I didn't quite have enough for the size that I wanted. And so I added some pieces of fabric. So I'm going to do an inner border and an outer border. This is the binding, and then I'm going to use the small squares that I have left for this. So I'm going to put this together today. The design wall has been so helpful. If you sew and you have a space for that, or even if you can put it on a big bulletin board or a piece of insulation you can move around, it is so nice to be able to have this here. You can use a table. It's just really lovely to just play with ideas and have everything in front of me. I'm very visual, so I just need to see it all before I do anything. But yeah, we're gonna sew all of these squares together and make rows, columns. What are they? Rows first, and then sew it all together. We'll see how far we can get today. This is the checkerboard pattern. Is one of the easiest, like beginner friendly patterns that you want to do if you want to do a patchwork quilt. The easiest one that you want to do, easiest quilt, is called a whole cloth quilt. It is just one piece of fabric, and then the batting, and then the backing, and then you can quilt those together. But if you wanted to do something a little bit more complicated, or you just wanted to challenge yourself, or you found a couple fabrics that you like, this checkerboard is really nice. I have a tutorial that I found, 2 free tutorials, one for actually a checkerboard. So if you play checkers, like, you can make this, and it's a really good beginner friendly activity. It's free. And then I have another tutorial for something like this that uses a charm pack, which is a pack of already cut 5-inch squares. So that's great for beginners. So I encourage you to look at those. Those will be in the notes. And yeah, just try your hand at making something like this, even if it's just for checkers, the game. I think that's a great idea. All right, well, we got one row done. You see how much it shrinks? It's a 1/4 inch seam allowance, so it's a 1/4 inch on each side, so each square gets a 1/2 inch smaller this way and then a 1/2 inch smaller the other way, so a whole inch smaller by the end of it. But yeah, it's progress. Augie is semi-happily playing over there. I'm just gonna get my bread that I second proofed. I'm gonna throw it in the oven. All right, I'm so happy with these. So this is from a YouTube video, the very best sandwich loaf. It says Amanda's bread recipe. Someone named Jess who shared the recipe, so it's like shared a couple times. So I will link that below, but yeah, I really wanted to make a practical bread. Like, I'm not interested in sourdough. I'm not interested in doing something that kind of takes all day. So far this is really easy. This is my second try doing this. My first was dense, and I think I messed up the recipe, and this one's looking a lot better. So yeah, here's hoping. We're gonna throw them in for 30 minutes. Yeah, and hopefully we'll have some fresh bread today. Now I'm going to do the blueberry recipe. That's Claire Saffit's. I'm going to do 2 batches of the blueberry, and then I don't have lemon zest. No, I don't have any lemons, so it's just going to be a straight blueberry. And then I'm going to do 1 batch of strawberries for the kids to test. And then, yeah, the only change I use, I'll link it below, the only change I do is I never use sour cream. My kids eat sour cream with like salsa and chips too fast for me to be able to use it. But I have like Greek yogurt, which I will put in there. So those are the only changes I make. Okay, let's see here. Okay, the first batches are in the oven. I messed up on the second one where they wanted room temperature butter and I melted it, so that's why it looks different and smooth. So we'll see how that comes out. It still tasted good, right? We'll see how it cooks. Yeah. Otherwise, I have a batch of this to go. Then you have to go to sleep soon in about half an hour. Yeah. And then I'm just have to clean up. Alright, Augie's asleep. I have to go pick up the kids in 20 minutes. My husband works from home, so I can do this because he's home. I just give him the monitor. But my muffins look okay, not as good as I had wanted. And I feel like they should have risen a bit more, but oh well. The real test is if the kids like them, because who cares what they look like if they're delicious. And then, this is my bread. I haven't tasted it yet, but I got it all cut up. So there, that's what it looks like inside. And I'm just gonna sit down with some and put some butter on this and enjoy it. Ah, that's a lot better. I don't think it's too dense. I think I did it. It's really beautiful. All right, I will end this today here, and tomorrow we're off to the library, hopefully, and yeah, and then hopefully I can do some more quilting. So see you tomorrow.
That's so good.
Is it really?
Let me try this.
Kid, can you try this?
Wait, I'm trying the strawberry.
Okay. Kid, can you try the strawberry one? Do you like it? Which is your favorite?
1 out of 10. Strawberry? Yeah. 1 out of 10. 10 being the best, 0 being the worst. 9.9.
Okay, thank you.
No, 10 out of 10.
Kid, can you try the strawberry one?
Yeah.
That's the blueberry one.
I both tried strawberry better.
Really? Okay. Kid, that's the blueberry one.
No offense, but it kind of looks like guts. Look at.
Okay, good morning. It is the next day. Muffin update. My kids really like the strawberry ones. They like them even better than the blueberries. So I think that recipe is really nice because the fruit is obviously interchangeable. But now the strawberry outwins everything and they ate them all up. So yeah, hopefully they come back around to liking the blueberry again. But yeah, I'm successful. So I will again link Claire's recipe below, or the link to her YouTube video. But yeah, so today August is asleep. We had a nice morning. We had a provincial election, so I went to go vote. So that's all done, and now I have about half hour to sew, and I'm just gonna see what I can do with this wall behind me. I wanted to also show you the bundles. So if you were starting a quilting project as a beginner, I would recommend getting a bundle. This is a group of fabric that is usually from the same company and grouped together by color, and it's just really nice to just have it all done. And then usually they do a fat quarter. So a fat quarter is 18 by 21 inches. So if you find a pattern that calls for fat quarters, that's what that is. Okay, that's what this looks like. It's just one certain measurement of these. There's charm packs, there's what's it called, jelly rolls, and then there's one that's called a layer cake, which is 10 inches, 10-inch square. So if you see those words, that's what that means. Yeah, and so this is a really lovely company that I buy mine from. It's called Thread Count Fabrics, and they're based out of Manitoba. And I love her bundles. I love the fabrics that she uses. I'll link this one specifically below. I got it on sale. She has nice little sales every once in a while, which make them nice. I get most of mine from her. I have this huge one. This is half yards. I'm gonna make Kit's teacher, his kindergarten teacher, I love her so much. I'm gonna make her a quilt by the end of the year, so that's a project I have going. But yeah, I usually do her stuff. Her stuff is so pretty. Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? These colors, I love them. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. And yeah, and then we're gonna go to the library. I'm gonna wear a dress. It's awful out, but I just wanna wear something really pretty. And I have 2 from New Flora, so I will show you those. And then I'll decide which one I feel like wearing. And that's it. Let's get sewing. this is the Hayden. There's Augie. Say hi, Augie. Say hello. Say hello. I know. This is the Hayden that I got. What I really liked about this when I saw this style on, this is again Steph on Golden Hour. This is higher than normal. Like usually this style is like a lot lower. So I really like that. It doesn't pass, I was gonna show you, it doesn't pass my bend over test. I could have gotten a size smaller, but that's okay. And I also like the length of the sleeves. Like it's a very nice spring transition dress. So this has pockets, which is nice. It is, even though this is what it is outside, it is warm. It's all melting, which is really nice. So my only concern was if I would be cold up here. I don't know if I will. I just feel like it's a bit shocking to wear a floral dress in February in Canada right now. So I'll try on the Monroe too, and then we'll see how I feel. And before I forget, this is the print. It's so pretty, and it's a really nice, almost poplin. Like it's not as loud as poplin. Fabric. It's so lovely. And if you remember, this is the Monroe. Yeah, the sleeves are a little bit long on this. This one's just really comfy. I think I'm gonna go with this. And I like, yeah, the sleeve length and stuff. Yeah, I'm really happy with this. Augie, what do you think? Augie, what's your opinion? Already into cars. All right, yeah, let's go to the library. Home from the library right now. I just put him to sleep, and I'm going to maybe sew another row, and then I'm gonna rest. Augie was up like 3 or 4 times last night, so I'm really tired tonight. And then I have, yeah, this is my update. This is my quilt for August, all ready to go. I don't know if you can see the marks, but I use a bone folder. A bone folder is the art word for it. There's a Hera marker, and it basically makes a crease in the fabric. So instead of using pen, I just have this crease here now. So I'm gonna start that soon, except for on this one. The Hera marker, I can't really see it on this dark fabric, but I have my thread over there, my needles right here, and I'm ready to do this one. So next week, hopefully I have some more of my garden to show you. And yeah, we'll see what happens. So I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Please like this video if you found it useful, and subscribe if you want to see more. Bye.